Okay, so we've got an actual electricity bill here, okay, and you can see here the meter readings, okay. So the meter reading last time was 4318. The meter reading this time is 4878. Don't worry about those letters there. Sometimes they put letters next to the readings, but you can see that they've used a certain amount of electricity because it's gone from here to here. Now we need to fill in all these dots basically. So it says here units used, okay, so if it's increased from here to here, we can work out how many units they've used by determining the difference. Okay, so 4378, take away 4318, and we get 560. Okay, now each unit, it says here, costs 23.2 pence. Okay, so think about what we've got to do now. We've got 560 units used, and 23.2 pence was each unit. So we're going to multiply, aren't we? Yeah, 560 lots of 23.2, and that comes to this price here. Now, be careful here now, because that, you wouldn't want to see that on your bill, wouldn't you? 12992, right, a large number, but of course that is going to be in pence. Yeah, okay, because the unit price is in pence. So we need to change it to pounds, okay, because there's a pound symbol there. Now, because there's 100 pence in a pound, okay, we need to see how many 100 pennies are in there essentially. So we're going to divide by 100. So on my calculator, I'm going to do ants divide by 100, and I get that. So I press the SD, and it comes out to be 129.92, okay. So then we've got then a quarterly charge. Now this is like the fixed charge, okay, or the standard charge that they apply for like all the admin stuff, for sending you bills, for employing engineers to fix problems and so forth. So we need to add that on, right? So we've got 129.92, add 28.88, and that comes to 158.8, and put a 0 at the end because money, of course, we need 2 decimal places. Okay, so this is the total charge before VAT. Now we need to do VAT at 5%. So remember, when you work out 5% of something, you need to do 0.05 times, okay? So my answer on here is 158.8. I need to times that by 0.05, and I get my answer, press equals, and I get that. So I press the SD, and I get £7.94, okay? So now it says the total charge including VAT. So if you think about it now, I've got the total charge before, and then the VAT, so I need to add those two together. So 158.8, 0 plus 7.94, and I get out 166.74. Okay, so that's the charge including VAT. Then it says here previous amount owing. Now sometimes we don't pay the total bill, okay, sometimes we don't pay enough. So from the previous bill they didn't pay enough, so actually they still owe £12 because it says owing. They still owe £12 from last time. So they've got to pay that, right? So in terms of the total amount to pay now, we need to think about adding that £12 on. So total amount to pay will be £178.74. Okay, so we look at a second one. Okay, so again here, units used, we can take away here, so 5927, take away 3785, and I get 2142. Okay, 2142 units. Now each unit is 12.5 pence, so we've got 2,142 times then 12.5, and that comes out to be 26775. So a large number again, but remember, divide by 100 to change it to pounds. So £267.75. Okay, then we've got the quarterly charge, which is £27.45, so we need to add that on. Okay, so if I add that on, I get £295.2 to 0.20. Okay, then we've got to work out the VAT. So remember now the VAT is 0.05, that's what 5% is as a decimal, times that answer. So if I do that, 295.2 times 0.05, I get this. So I get then £14.76. Okay, so it's rounded nicely for me there. Okay, then it says balance from previous quarter. So again, they owing something from the last quarter. okay? So we need to add that on when we do total to pay. So I need to now add these three together, don't I? Okay, okay, the total charge plus the VAT plus what they owed from last time, and that comes to £333.14. Okay, and then it says here payments received. Now they paid by direct debit. Okay, now direct debit means it automatically goes from your bank account. Okay, and usually companies really like that, okay, because they know they're going to get their money every month. So they give you a discount. They give you something back for that, okay? So you can see here, £8.50, they're giving that back to the customer. So when you see credit, that's sort of like being applied. That's a credit applied to your account. So they're actually paying back the customer £8.50. And they've also received the direct debit payments here. So every month, look, on the 25th, £100 has left the account. So before they received the bill, they've been paying every month automatically £100. They've already paid a good amount of the bill. Okay, so in terms of how much they paid, if you look at that, well, you've got £300 credit there, plus the £8.50, they paid £308.50 towards this bill. So in terms of what's left, there's not much left to pay, isn't there? So balance to carry forward, which will mean they'll go on to the next bill, will be what's left when you take this away from this, okay? So 333.14, take away 308.50, and we get £24.64. That's what's going to be carried forward to the next bill.